Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a hot take on, well, the feelings of the left. As you can see here on YouTube, a lot of people are covering Colbert, Stephen Colbert, crying about Biden winning the election. And I find it so funny because, first off, understand that Stephen Colbert is a really good actor. He's really good. So I don't really believe this because I've seen Colbert improv, man, and he's one of the best. He's amazing. But it is possible that these tears are genuine because he is, at heart, a creative like myself, and we are very empathetic people. And he does seem to be genuinely caught up in this. So it could be real, but I don't know, man. He's really good. He's a really good actor, and the part of the and Van Jones too. Van Jones, not necessarily a good actor, but he was crying on CNN, just crying about, oh, I could finally tell my children the character means something. Yeah, okay. When did character mean something? Oh, it meant something today because that's politically expedient for your side. Funny that it didn't mean anything during the Obama era when he was against gay marriage and then let it slide. When he was drone bombing children, on his, I believe it was fourth day in office, something like that. He drone bombed an apartment building full of women, children, and old people in Pakistan, one of our allies. Yeah, it's funny how character doesn't show up then. It's funny how that works. See, the character test is only put upon Republicans. When it's put upon Democrats, only certain things are looked at. Ooh, Joe Biden has dogs. Great character. Forget about his crime bill. Oh, Lord, that was so long ago. Does anybody even remember that? I think the people who went away to prison until Trump let them out, they remember that crime bill. I think Clarence Thomas remembers the grilling he got, which is another reason the Supreme Court's going to rule against Biden. But I digress. This is about the crying. This is about the feelings. And unfortunately, the left side of politics, the ideology, is very much about your feelings. And the right side tends to be more about logic and policy and reason. This is why, statistically, more women go to the left side of politics than men. This is why you see intense screaming on the street, and a lot of the protesters are women. A lot of the ones that are totally unhinged are women. I mean, we just saw the other day, it was a few days ago, and she was a female intern for Jerry Nadler for a time. She's on the street protesting, and she's screaming in this cop's face. The cop's just standing there. And finally, she spits in his face. And then he arrests her. And then, of course, it's like, oh, what are you doing? Even though someone like her probably would support the law that says spitting into someone's face is a kind of biohazard, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about how you feel. And that's what this election has been about. Most people on the left side of politics feel that they're right. They feel Joe Biden will be better. They feel Donald Trump is a meanie. They feel that the narrative speaks to them. They feel that they're justified. They feel righteous. They feel virtuous. And they feel like they're going to win. But they're not. I don't think. I think Trump is going to win in a court battle, assuming feelings don't overwhelm the court. And they could. I don't think so. Not all women are left, obviously. And it depends upon the person. You have men on the left too, and you could see they tend to be more empathetic. They tend to be more soy boy, I guess you'd call it. Now me, I'm different. You can't judge by me. I'm a weirdo. I'm like out on the bell curve. I'm a contrarian. I'm a libertarian. That should tell you everything you need to know. So you can't go by me. If I was more normal, I'd be right in with these leftists. I'd be cheering. I'd be doing stuff with Biden for Biden. I'd have been all into it. Back in the day, I was. Back in the 80s, total Democrat. Yeah, man, take down Reagan. He's a jerk and blah, blah, blah. But, so that's why I understand kind of how the left goes. They get caught up in this. They're very emotional. And if you reason with them, they don't listen to reason. Only if you can, disconnect it from the current climate, right? So if you said to a guy who was on the left, hey, there are these two politicians. One, he hosted Saturday Night Live. He's a crazy billionaire that builds crazy hotels and casinos, and he's been with porn stars. He's had a bunch of wives. That guy would say, oh, he sounds hilarious. And then you got this other guy. Hey, he's a Chicago politician who moved up the ladder really insanely fast. And then when he got into a position of power, he drone bombed kids. Oh, and he was against gay marriage. Oh, that guy sounds like a jerk. Well, that's Trump and Obama, right? It's just their brands are different. If Trump had a D after his name, the media, these people, they'd all get caught up in, oh, that crazy Trump. That crazy Trump is doing it again. Oh, he's so crazy. But because the narrative's the other way, because their feelings are being preyed upon by the media, they hate him with a burning passion. One of the things I cannot reason with people with regards to Trump is the whole, what was it? The Charlottesville quote, right? And they're just 100% because of that out of context quote, 100% they think Trump is a racist. Doesn't matter the facts. It doesn't matter the history. It doesn't matter even the quote when you show them the full quote. They know. They feel it. And for them to betray their own feelings is so hard. It's so hard. It's also embarrassing too, right? For them to admit, oh man, I was wrong about this. The things I said, the things I did. Because people who run on their emotions tend to do emotional things. Like I know someone who accused some of their relatives, or at least implied, that they were white nationalists for even defending Trump. Not that they were even supporting Trump. They were just kind of defending Trump in an argument. And they implied in the conversation that they were maybe white nationalists. And whoa, and we all were like, what the hell are you implying? This is your relative here. You don't do that kind of thing. Oh, well, and then they kind of backed off a little, and that's part of the problem. People who are caught up in all this emotion, like little Joan, they need that sort of emotional moment to kind of come to terms with things. Joan, I was almost done, Joan. I gotta hurry up and finish this. So anyway, it's no surprise to me that these guys are crying, even though they won. And I would suspect that this is part of the game, part of the narrative for when Trump does eventually win. So they can be even more righteously angry when it all goes to hell. When they all say, Trump stole it. Trump used the courts and he stole it from us. I'm so sad. Wah!